Welcome to Cat Simplified channel. Today we are going to look at an alternative function for nested if, or combination of if statement with the logical functions. Right, I'll be using two functions. I'm going to take a look at two functions. That is switch, and then I'll also look at lookup. Here, that's different from V or H lookup. So now, I have this question here. We can use switch function as an alternative to nested if when the value that we are comparing are in two different columns. For instance, the question says, we display the message hi if the age is more or equals to 30, and then the salary is greater than 20,000. So if the salary is greater than 20,000 and then the age is greater or equals to 30, then the message hi should be displayed. So now here we can use switch instead of if and then and function. So I will just put equal sign switch. Then I click on FX. Then here the expression, I will type true. Because it's logical, there are two conditions. That is, before we display the message hi, both conditions must be met. And that's why I put the expression through there. Then the value 1, I will use the AND function because there are two conditions. So AND, then I open the bracket. Then I'll go to the formula bar. I click inside this bracket open in the formula bar for the AND function. It's going to open the function argument for AND function. So I test the two conditions. That is A2 greater or equals to 30. And then logical 2, the salary, which is the B2, greater than 20,000. Right. So after I'm done, so you can have so many logical tests. There can be a question whereby the logical tests are more than 2. It can be 3 or 4. So when you are done testing the conditions, you now go to the switch. Just after the switch, you click there, and then it's going to open the switch function argument for you. As soon as you click on value 1, it gives you the result. So now, because these two conditions are met, the results will be high. Otherwise, the results will be low. So now, here, the result 1, that's when the two conditions are met. Then you click OK. Right. We can also get the same result by using the switch and then also not logical function. Now let's take a look at it. Equal sign switch. And then the expression is true. Then the value 1, we use the not function. Not function. So the not function will be the negative of the whatever that you are doing. That means that we are going to negate, we are going to take the low as all other. So the first one's not, you open bracket, then you go into the formula bar, click inside the bracket, open for not. Then the first logical test here is this one, which is A2 greater or equals to 30. So it's going to negate the question, which is should be more or equals to. And then you go back to the switch. Then, because it said not A2 greater or equals to 30, then the value should be low instead of high, because that's the negative of the original question. Then you go to default or value 2, you put not again, and then we are going to test the salary as well. So you repeat the same steps, you go there, and then not B2 greater than 20,000. Then you go back to the switch. So here we type low as well. Now, you ask yourself where the other space for the high. Just go here. There's an arrow there. Just click there. And then say default 3, you put high. That means that the first condition here, when it is not greater or equal to 30, it should display low. When it is not greater than 20,000, it should display low as well. Then if all these conditions are not met, then it will display the high. That's the value if true. Then click OK. So you see that we are going to achieve the same result. Right. We can also have switch and then OR, and then a switch and then XOR. So the switch and then the OR, that is if one condition is also true, it will give you true. And then the switch and XOR, that is only one condition should be met. When both are met, it will give you the false. So here also we can use switch following the same approach. Then here expression true. And then here the value we put OR. You open bracket, go there, you repeat the same steps. This one is greater than or equals to 30. And then the salary, which is the B, greater than 20,000. Then you go back to your switch. And then the value will be, because it's or at least one of the conditions. So here we just say high. And then the default 2, we just put low. So when one condition is not met, and then it will give low. Right. And then we also have XOR. That is only one condition. So the OR is just only one, or even both can be true. But then the XOR is only one condition. Also switch. And then the expression is true. The value, we put X, or you open bracket, go back there. And then the logical is this one, greater than 30. Then the logical 2, the salary, greater than 20,000. Then you go back to the switch, and then the results will be high. Then the results 2 is low. So as you can see here, the answers are different. You see here, I got low, but this is high. The reason being that here, only one condition, not both. That's why it gives me this. Because both 83 and 35,000 are more than, or the condition is met. So that's why it gives me low. So XOR is different from the OR function because this one only one condition, and this one, it can be one or both conditions. Now, let's take a look at lookup. We can also use lookup function. Lookup function, the difference between lookup and then the switch is that as for switch, if you have 2 columns, you can deal with it. But the lookup, it should only be the column. Now, I have this question here. The position, when the point is from 0 to 3, the position is 5. When the point is from 4 to 7, the position is 4. So when the point is from 8 to 11, the position is 3. So when you have a range like this, then we can use lookup. Lookup is the best function for that, instead of if statement or nested if. Now let's take a look at it. Equal sign, lookup. Equal sign, lookup. Then you click on your FX. So now the lookup value, you click on the cell, in this case is C17. Then the vector, you put shift and this one, use this bracket, not the normal bracket, please take note. And then let's see that bracket, let me make it a bigger one so that everyone can see. This is the bracket I'm referring to. This is the one we use for lookup. So here, you use it, then you type the range based on the points given to you. That's the lookup vector. And first of all, you must take the values or the starting values. In this case, from 0 to 3, we type 0, comma. Next one is 4, the starting values, 8, 12, 16. Then you close that bracket. And then the result vector is this one, the position. So that will be 5. Also, you put them in that bracket. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. They must correspond. So in this case, 5 is for 0, 4 is for 4, 3 is for 8, and 2 is for 12, and 1 is for 16, as we have here. Right. So when you are done, you click OK. So it's easier to achieve this result. Right. Now, let's also look at the levels. So we have the level here, the score, and then the level. And then you see level 8 is 90 to 100. Level 7 is from 80 to 89. Level 6 is from 70 to 79. So here we can equally use the lookup function. We can achieve that by using the lookup function. Equal sign lookup. When you click on fx, we use the lookup vector, not the value array. Then the lookup value, you click on the value here, which is C25. The vector, you use that bracket. So here we start with you can start from 90 up to 20 or from 0 to 90. So here we start with 0, comma, the next one is 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and then 90. Now, you close that, and then the result vector as well, you open it. Remember, we started from 0, so 0 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. Then you click OK. So this one is easier when you use lookup, when you have a range of values based on the question, and then you are supposed to use that one. Instead of using the nested if, one if inside another if, which becomes messy type. Thank you for your time.